And we're live. So that's fantastic. Rick's video finally kicking in. Just to get everything out of the way, you know, we do like to drink a few beers here on this show. If you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. It's against the law. Everybody else, bottoms up. That'll kick us off nicely here. Now, tonight, we've got a very special guest, Big Rick Heidebrecht. And he'll probably lie to you, but I do know there is liquor in his coffee tonight.
It's all coffee. Coffee and cream.
Told you you'd say that. Now, Rick.
Yep.
Introduce yourself, buddy. Usually when you introduce yourself, you start with, hi, my name is...
Yeah, I think I just cut out, didn't I?
No, I can still hear you.
I'm going to have to find a better stream.
You're still good. Can you hear me?
If you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm going to do what I can. I'm going to switch up, see if I can get inside and find a better spot.
Well, this is fantastic. Fantastic. So Rick can't hear me. We can hear him. Hopefully we don't hear all sorts of fun stuff that we shouldn't be hearing if he thinks we can. Although that could make this a very fun show. So until Rick gets back, I guess it's just me. So I'll say hi to everybody in the chat. We got a bunch of you guys in here already. 38 people.
Oh, you're back.
Likes. Yeah, I've been able to hear you the whole time.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe this is working after all. I don't know what's with my phone.
I don't know, man. It was working fine earlier, and then all of a sudden it stopped right around go time here. So
you hear me still? Because you just froze on me.
I can definitely hear you. Doesn't sound like you can hear me again, though. Fantastic. I love it.
You're cutting in and out pretty hard.
When the big, dumb, drunk redneck is the guy that has his shit figured out. Craziness. Because I can't figure out my shit. So what's going on, guys? We'll get Rick sorted out a little bit because it's really hard to talk to somebody that you can't see and isn't talking. But for anybody that doesn't know who Rick is, this guy's been arm wrestling in Ontario since before I started. When I got into the sport, the top guys in the super heavyweight in Ontario, obviously Devon, but Devon was actually ranked in the 242s because he wasn't that big back then. And then you had Mike Gould, Earl Wilson, Rick Heidebrecht, Ian Carnegie, not in that order, but those were the top four on both sides. And, you know, when you look up the list of the rankings, you can see the steps that you need to take to climb it. And then all of a sudden to get to those four, it's just a massive jump. You know, the guy's fantastic. I have no idea how many whoopings he gave me, but he did beat me at my first real event. Now, since then, I've been able to pull a pretty decent record against Rick in the last few outings, but mostly because he doesn't like dealing with my fuckery and trickery. Because he beat Pork Chop right-handed 3-0 the last time they had a super match. The last time they pulled against each other in a tournament, I believe, was over last summer, and Rick won that one there as well. So Rick's right hand, it's the real deal. Okay, is that Pork Chop Zarab match actually happening? Did somebody make that happen? I saw a poster for it about Pork Chop versus Zarab at the TAL3, but I never heard whether or not that's, you know, people make all sorts of posts. But that'd be a cool match. I mean, with Zarab being all hook all the time, you know he's not going to try to run away or run over Porky. Chop's a bad dude if you let that elbow engage right in the center, man. It's even Todd Zilla had a hard time going sideways through him. He started coming around and dragging him open too. So pork chop's a pretty big deal. Your audio's not connected yet. Give it a second. There, it should be on now.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you. I
We're
can see
okay
you.
here?
Yeah, you got good lighting. Are you having to hold your phone?
All right. I'm probably going to have to hold my phone. Is that going to...
That's terrible. You need to steal somebody's coffee table and he's frozen again. This is fucking amazing.
Oh, come on. Tell me it's not going to cut out.
I can hear you again, man. It's just the way it goes sometimes. It might just be your phone doesn't like this program. Yeah, I can hear you too. Your face is frozen. You got a pretty fucking stupid look on it. So it's actually kind of funny. The beer is not actually warm. Came from the beer store cold, and it's really cold in my fucking basement. So definitely drinkable. Either way, Rick. Okay, you're moving again. We can see you. Can we hear you?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I can't see you moving. I can live with that, but as long as I'm not cutting out on your end.
I mean, your mouth and your words aren't lining up. It's like a bad subtitled film, but whatever. We can deal with it.
Fair enough.
So, I was talking a little bit about you and explaining to them that, I'm constantly whooping your ass, but you're still really good,
It's fair.
Is it?
Yeah, you have the winning record as of late.
I did win the last several polls, yes, but mostly because you always get fucked over by me.
Yeah, that happens.
But most of those wins are also I beat you once when you were still like big. And then
did you? I thought it was more recent. Not that like I'm better now. It's big.
The first win I got against you was at the Shannonville Speedway. Right-handed, I beat you twice to win the super heavyweights. And then in the overalls where there was money, you beat me.
Did I? I don't remember that.
I would try to ignore that
not
too.
Calling you a liar. I'm just saying.
You don't remember the event at the Shannonville Speedway?
I remember Shannonville. I don't have a good memory for how tournaments play out sometimes. Some guys, they can name you back every poll they had, every whatever. I just most recently, I remember losing to you in Toronto at
the Shipyard Showdown one?
When I pulled Jeff Dade. Yeah.
So there was that one. And then there was the one that Yannick threw outside of Barrie, but that was left-handed. But 10-man round robin one.
Did you lose me there for a sec? I don't know
what
it did that for.
So yeah, we pulled the Shipyard Showdown. But I mean, even though I beat you right-handed, you had a super match left-handed. A lot of people are going to say, well, it doesn't matter. They pulled left in the super match, not right. So their right arm's fine. Well, their right arm's fine, but their body is not where it would be.
I was fine.
Yeah, well, it's easy to say that, but your body still gets tired from putting out, especially a super match the way that you and Jeff went. That was not an easy match. You got two guys that are breathing heavy. Your body gets tired. You still need the same amount of oxygen that your body's depleted with to go to your right arm for it to be good. And you're not getting it when your body's tired trying to recover from anything. Like, you're not going to be as strong if you go for a 5-mile run and then go to the table. Yeah, you didn't use your fucking arms, you were using your legs, but your body is tired. It's just how it is.
No.
It was also like 40 degrees that day, and everybody was a big pile of sweaty mess.
Yeah,
and they didn't have any beer out there, so I wasn't at my best either, but is what it is.
They had beer, did they not?
Yeah, but not until like the event started. We had to sit around for like 6 hours in that heat, just sweating my fucking bollocks off before I was able to get a cold beer. It's terrible. It's terrible. But we pulled after that at Yannick's event, the Iron Arms, the 10-man round robin.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you beat me there.
4 times. Yeah. I think you froze again. This is fucking awesome. So,
You cutting out again?
I don't think it's me, man. I would like the chat to let me know. Is it me that's cutting out or is it Rick? Because I'm going to think it's Rick.
You still there?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. So, yeah, we pulled there. But realistically, we're only worried about your right hand, not your left. Your left's never been your good arm. This is freezing up so bad for you. Seriously, in the chat, it's got to be him that's cutting out, not me.
I'm getting good internet speed and everything. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I rebooted. I cleaned up the stupid phone.
Maybe it's just your phone. Like your phone doesn't like this program. I don't know. But oh my God, this is rough. When it's not cutting out, it looks good. It looks good. When it is, oh man, you're just frozen. Your sound's fucking freezing. We got some tiny ghosts fucking around with him. Oh, just so much fun. So, seeing as we can't actually fucking talk to Rick and ask him anything, Rick, how tall are you, Rick? No sound. There it is. Sounds back. Just in time for you to curse. Amazing. That might be the first time I heard you drop an F-bomb.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I didn't hear that.
I heard it.
Did I?
Man's heard it.
I'm pretty sure. Whatever. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to see if I can steal somebody's laptop. Just a sec.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Well, while he's trying to sort this out, I've been to a few events with Rick, several over the years. You know, Ontario's pretty big, but it's arm wrestling. Everybody knows everybody, and when there's good events, all the guys go, kind of thing. So I spent a lot of time chasing Rick. I recall going to one event with him. Now, depending on who's announcing, I think the beginning, his first match of the day, he was like 6'7" and 320 pounds. But by the end of the day, the announcer had him at like 7'2" and 750 pounds or something. He just gets bigger and bigger as the day goes. It was hilarious. We had no problems with your stream while you were gone.
So I'm the problem. Fair enough. And see if my wife can get her laptop booted up, and I'll swap to that if it keeps cutting out here.
Yeah. So
I do think I get the best. I don't think you've ever had a guest with this many problems. Streaming.
Yeah. Nobody will ever be a guest on this show unless they're already full of problems. Think about that. Come on.
Yeah, that's better.
Now, as soon as you started with how bad your internet, and I don't think it's his internet, I think it's his phone itself, because it just makes more sense to me. But as soon as your internet started or your phone started fucking around or whatever there, immediately people started going into the chat saying that I was getting jaggered already, because Austin Jaggers, whenever he came down to pull me, we had him on the show. We chatted a few times, and he has got the worst internet in the world.
No, really?
Oh, so terrible. And then we got him to go over to his buddy's place. Was it Sunday night, Friday night? Friday night. One of these nights. Went over to his buddy's place where there's good internet, so he wasn't cutting out. We could actually have a conversation with him. And he got all drunk and tried to pull his junk out on the stream. I'm like, you can't do that on YouTube, man. What's wrong with you? Like, I don't give too many bucks about many things. But don't get my channel kicked down. Like, that's mean.
What do they kick you? They ban your channel, or they just demonetize the video?
Pretty sure if a dude pulls me live on the air, they might just crush your channel. Like, gone, deleted. Nothing you can do about it. Sorry. That's a pretty big fucking rule you just broke. My channel's not big enough for people to really pay attention. So nobody cares. I got like 6 fans, you know? But all 6 of them want to see my weekly nonsense. So
that's right.
Back to where we were.
Yeah.
Tell us about yourself. Like, how old are you?
Me, 43. But people have been asking me for the last 10 years if I'm pulling masters.
Yeah, well, I mean, started arm wrestling like 10 years ago, and you had a giant bald spot.
Yeah, I've had this haircut since I was 18.
Yeah, I mean, like, I started arm wrestling in my late 20s, and I was pretty sure I was bald by then already. I started going bald at 21 when my wife dyed my hair. She dyed her hair black, and she's like, "Hey, babe, can I dye your hair?" And I used to have like awesome thick hair. I'm like, I don't give a shit. Dye my hair. Like, I don't have to look at me. You do. If you want to see it a different color, fucking dye it a different color, whatever. So she dyes my hair. You know, you leave it in for the 20 minutes or whatever. Okay, go shower. So I go to the shower, come out of the shower, you know, dry your hair off, dry your body off. And I don't grow body hair. This is like all I grow for hair. But I dry my body off, and all of a sudden my body's just covered in this fucking black hair. I'm like, what in the fuck? It was just fucking flying out. Never really came back. Like, it just got worse and worse from there. Fun stuff.
Could be.
So
I dyed my hair a bunch of times right before it was gone.
Why would you dye your hair?
I have no idea. I bleached it once, left it in way too long.
You're 43, you said?
When I was 18.
Yeah, but you're 43.
Yeah.
So that makes you, when's your birthday?
Sometime in the fall.
So you're going to be 44 this year.
Yeah.
So that'd put you in 78.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's whenever people were doing the bleach blonde shit back then.
I left it in way too long because I wanted to make sure it took. And I also did it in an unventilated bathroom. And I was coughing up blood. Yeah.
Ruined your fucking hair. Now, that has nothing to do with why you go bald. That's genetics.
No, probably not.
It will make all of your hair fall out then. But if your hair doesn't grow back, that's a genetic thing. It was happening anyways.
No, that's right around when I was losing it all anyway.
So you're already 6'7", so breathing and all that shit didn't fucking cut your height or stunt your growth.
No, I guess not.
So you are 6'7", right?
Yeah, right around there.
Right around there. And
depends on the day. Sure.
Depends on the day.
Today?
Oh, if my back hurts, I slouch a little harder, you know? And you just muted yourself.
Oh, come on. Text messages popping up now.
Okay.
Weight, yeah, is 298 this morning. I kind of went the other way. I thought I was going down, but.
Are you still all like lean and shit? Or you just been like fucking off your diet?
I don't know. I'm not really off it. I still eat more or less the same way I always have been. I'm definitely fatter. I don't know.
Well, you can't be on the same diet that had you go way down and start going up and getting fatter.
I don't
You can lie to people all you want, but when you've got people that understand that weight loss and gain is simple mathematics, calories in, calories out, you can do the fucking math. If you still have the same calories in that brought you down to 250, there's no way you're getting back up to 300.
I get it. I put on 20 pounds in the past 4 or 5 months, and I honestly don't know why. I started taking creatine. I haven't bothered with that before, really. Some water weight with that, I imagine.
Definitely is.
I don't know why I'm 20 pounds heavier. I'm not 20 pounds fatter, but I am a little fatter. I don't know.
You should try to put on another 20 in the next month.
Yeah. No, I won't mess with it before the tournament, but after I want to go back down to 270.
But you're still training hard, working hard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good. So right now you're at like 300. What was the biggest you ever were? Is
somewhere over 390.
Over 390.
Yeah. Fuck. That's just what I measured. That's just what I weighed the one time. Yeah.
When Mark was commentating that event, you started at 6'7", 340, and you finished at like
Yeah,
7'2", 780.
Yeah, right about that.
And so the reason you're on here tonight is mostly to talk about your upcoming match.
Right.
Who you got?
Alex Kurdecha.
Who is that guy? I don't know.
You guys know who Alex is?
I'm sure some people do. Look, I drink a lot of beer, man.
Alex, he's I don't know where they're putting them right now, but somewhere in the top 10 overall
In the world.
and in the world.
And now, is he taller than you?
He says he's 6'7". I usually say I'm 6'6".
So you're what, 6'6" and change?
Something like that, yeah.
You don't actually know?
Somewhere between 6'6" and 6'7". It's not like I worry too much about it. So.
All right.
The boots make a big difference too.
I thought Alex was 6'8".
Could be. He may be an inch or two taller.
Obviously, I was kidding when I said I don't know who Alex is. I mean, if I can watch arm wrestling.
I get it.
You know, he had a good match with Dave Chafee in that first round.
Yeah.
He beat Hermes pretty handily.
Yeah.
And like Hermes is a bad dude. Hermes just, you know, he beat Michael Todd. He beat Chafee. Or not Hermes. So Hermes beat Gennady. And Gennady just beat Michael Todd and Chafee. So,
right. Yeah.
You know, these are top fucking level dudes. So I think Alex is like 6'7", 6'8", but he's like what, 370? And you froze while looking confused. Amazing. Amazing. I love it. Either way, I don't have to look up the stats because I don't mind talking without actually knowing what I'm talking about. But
there you're back. Sorry, I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I know. You froze with this like weird, confused look on your face. It was awesome. Yeah, Alex is what, 6'7", 6'8", somewhere in there. And he's like, I thought he was like 370, like fucking big.
I don't know if he's 370. He's not little. I'm not calling him little. I don't know if he's 370.
Like I said, I don't look up these stats. I just fire them out there because I'm not really concerned with letting the truth get in the way of a good story.
No.
So,
I get it.
Yeah, I'll just fucking say what I want to say, and people can correct me if they want, and if they don't want to, don't. I don't care.
Oh, come on. I'm gonna see if I can switch to this laptop.
Did I freak? Oh, you froze again. That's amazing. Oh, this is fantastic. We'll get him. He'll get rocking here shortly. Now, what was Magda saying? No, he's not. No, who's not what? I don't know what you're talking about, Magda. No worries. But either way, this is a match between two giant fucking dudes. Like, if Rick's coming in at 6'7", 300 as the small guy.
Oh, there. Okay. All right. We're back. Sorry.
But not on the laptop.
No, not on the laptop. I'm trying to figure out how to get the link over to my wife's laptop when I don't have my email on there.
Does she have hers on there?
Yeah, probably.
I don't really know how to email. Does your wife have Facebook?
She does.
If you
worried. Right now I'm worried we're going to spend more time trying to get it over on there than we get.
Sure. But you're frozen again. So, I mean, we can spend as much time as we want working on that, and it's still going to go better because we'd be able to fucking talk to you at least once we got it sorted out. But
set up on the laptop.
Yeah, once we get it set up on the laptop, we'll actually be able to have a conversation. Don't worry about how much you're freezing or how much time we're taking. It'll go better.
I'm going to get out of this real quick.
Oh, fuck. It's amazing. This is amazing.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to the show. Oh, it's amazing. I'll be 6'3.5" at socks on. Mike Smith. Jesus. 6'9", 390. That's a big dude. I go to Tinfoil. You know, this thing where you can log into his Facebook if he has one on her computer. Yeah, no, that is a real thing. But I mean, we've talked to Rick for a few minutes. Clearly, we understand that technology is not his main thing in life.
I'm trying to get the link over to her computer just a sec.
I mean, you can either sign into your Facebook on her computer. I can try to email, but that's kind of outside of my realm of expertise. Email, oof, rough. It's too bad none of y'all know how to fix this shit from home, because fuck. Either way, well, we can figure out some questions that we can ask Rick about this upcoming match once we get this figured out. So when Alex stood next to Devon, he looked the same height. Devon is always very aware of where cameras are and likes to play games with that. Devon's under 6'6". Alex is definitely bigger than Devon. Not just bigger, taller, all of it. Matt Mask is bigger than Devon. Most of the time. Just not when he's ready to try to take on Levon. That dude's big. With height reduction socks and boots and cheating a bit to get my BMI up, I'll be 6'4" all day long. Now, well, you're Canadian. How is it that you remember Rick when he was young? That's interesting. I could remote in and fix it, but I don't want all your porn popping up on the screen. Hey, no, we don't need you to remote in and fix my shit, man. And I'd need you to sign NDAs that you'll never tell anybody about the kind of porn that does pop up on your screen if it's mine. But Rick's a pretty, he's a good person. I don't think you have to worry about that shit on his end. Tell Rick to kick everyone off his internet but him. He has. He's close to his Wi-Fi router. He initially started trying to do the show from out in his workshop, but that's, you know, a little bit away from the house. So he then tried to move it into the house because we were trying to get this freezing to stop. You can't hardwire into a phone, so that's not going to work. I don't know. I don't think it's his internet. I think it is his phone. Just his phone's doesn't have the capability to keep up without freezing it all on Zoom. Now, Rick doesn't have his headphones in, I don't think. So I hear him walking around.
You can hear me?
I can hear you.
I just put my headphones back in.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't know if the Wi-Fi is cutting out on my wife's my wife's laptop too. I'm gonna try rebooting the router. I'll be right back. I might not even lose you because I think for audio it'll switch to
just switch to data.
I think it'll switch to yeah.
I don't know how people have internet issues in 2022, but I have internet issues all the time. Magda wants to see Alex and Matt in a tournament. What does Rick do for a living? I don't know. Rick does an awful lot of things. I don't know what he does for a living. We can ask him when he gets back. I'm guessing either works at a metal scrapyard or as a carpenter. Those seem like my favorite choices. I have like 12 devices hooked up my house. Everything.
Who told you carpenter?
What?
Who told you carpenter?
I don't know. Just
that's technically that's what that is sort of my official title. We don't really do a whole lot of carpentry stuff, but I hang doors and door hardware. but sometimes we end up doing trim and that kind of stuff.
It's a Finnish carpentry. Oh well.
Yeah. I hang doors basically. That's the bulk of it.
Do you do garage doors? Because I hate doing garage doors.
No, but I'm about to. I'm gonna do my. I got a new shop coming in September, and I got to put my own garage door in.
Careful with those springs, man. They're a bitch.
So I'll find out. So I've heard.
I think the favorite guest.
Well, I got you on audio. That seems to be working.
Yeah, we still got audio. We don't need to see it now. Well, you're muted now, but whatever. We don't really need the video that much because you're not that pretty. But
Hey,
White
what am I
Wolf
gonna
thought you
say?
were an Undertaker, and I think that's a fantastic guess.
Sure.
We need a poll. Should Evan do a modern version of the famous shirtless picture of him? No, we shouldn't. We should not do a retake of that. I don't.
Which one's that?
Oh, Uncle John and Artem, they went creeping back through my Facebook to when I was like, somebody posted a picture of me when I was like 21 or 22, and I was into the fighting stuff. And it's
okay. I think I know that one.
And so I was offered a fight, and I said yes. And they said, "Are you in shape? Can you make the weight?" I said yes. So okay, well, it's in 6 days. Okay, well, there's no point in like training for it, but I mean, I'm already on weight, like I'm fine. Okay, well, I'll send the contract over. I'll get you to sign it, send it back in. We're gonna need these photos for like the poster and shit. Okay, so the guy had to take a picture of me like standing in front of a black curtain. They're like, hey, well, fucking, shirt off, fight pose, okay. And somehow Artem and Uncle John found this, and they like pulling it up as often as they can.
Oh, if it's entertaining once, it's entertaining 100 times.
Yeah, well, especially because it's fucking laughing at me, and people like doing that. So, what are you gonna do? Hey, Corey Bresnan, what's going on, buddy? Mike Smith wants to know, how much does Rick hate pulling Evan?
A lot.
I don't blame you. You seem to get fucked over completely every time.
I do. Even when I feel like I'm fine, and it just doesn't work out.
Well, just understand,
Contrary
if
to
you
popular-
feel like you're fine, it's because I'm relaxing on all of the things that you like, because I know what I want out of it, and I have it already. Everything else I'm not worried about. So anytime I'm not giving you those weird pressures or like fighting you on something, it's because I'm very, very confident with what I do have. And you might just not be paying attention to those spots. Or I won't put any pressures in them as long as I have the position that I want for it.
I don't know. I felt you're just one of those people that I feel like I get hosed every time, even though I know, like I know what the deal is.
Yeah, I'm a manipulative bastard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm weak on top of that, but strength is definitely not my A game. I am far more about fuckery than I am about being strong. That's for sure.
You are and I don't mean this, a little bit, but in a negative way, but you are the exact polar opposite of Richard Lupke's. I'm not calling you weak. I'm just saying he is the most straight up arm wrestler ever. And
I would think that a baby would be the exact opposite. They're tiny and they don't even know words.
No, Richard Lupke's is the exact opposite because it is straight up arm wrestling. He slammed me into the pad, and the whole time I'm going, yep, that's fair. That's like, there's nothing I could have done. There's no, it was just, he doesn't screw around. You feel a little bit bad trying to take advantage in the grip because he's not.
I never feel bad taking advantage of anybody.
Oh, that's true. I'm sure that bit's true.
You know, it's funny. We have a conversation like this, and you are still trying to emphasize that you're not trying to be mean to me, even though I've got no problems being a complete cunt. Wait, you don't have kids listening, do you?
They can't hear at the moment. I don't think.
Good. Don't let them hear because I say things like that. And I don't want kids hearing me talk like that. I do have a potty mouth, but I don't like cursing in front of kids. I really don't.
Right.
But yeah, I will definitely say things intentionally just to be a dick about it. And you're still trying to be nice. It's amazing. You actually are a typical Canadian.
I suppose.
It's amazing. So we've established that you definitely hate arm wrestling with me. But
Well, anybody that's tricky in general, and it's to your credit. I'm not, I'm not disparaging you for it. I just don't. It's frustrating.
so why don't
I
you
don't
put
care for it.
some effort into being able to do it?
Oh, I do. It's not that I don't try.
Well, maybe you're gonna have to get down here and learn from the master.
I can come out that way sometime.
Yeah, man. We'll put you up. I don't know how much your liver's gonna like you hanging out around here for too long, but yeah, for sure. Anytime you want to come up, do some practicing. I mean, if you want to do it even before the Alex match, get another good practice in. We got a good crew of guys. When we've got, all of my brothers showing up, plus Mulva Hill, Alan Ford, Devon comes down from time to time, like we can put together a pretty good group of guys.
Right. Yeah.
I'll take a beer. Can you run up to the freezer in the kitchen, open it, and grab me a pack of cigarettes out of the carton in the bag? Go ahead, Rick.
I was going to ask you a question, but I was just about to say, I think I'm going to see if I can get back on the video here. I don't know if I'm risking wrecking a good thing here, but let's see.
Well, look, we can have a conversation, and I don't have to see your face. This is good for me.
You see me now?
I can see you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see how this works anyway.
My girlfriend just dumped me, so the rest of the night includes drinking and watching your live. Socrates, I think this is the best thing that's ever happened to you in your life, because nobody should ever miss all of this shit that goes on my channel. Wait, no, nobody should ever watch any of the shit that goes on my channel. Little rot your fucking brain. This is not educational in any way. Rick, what do you plan on doing with this monster?
I'm not really gonna. I don't know. I don't think he needs any help, but I'm not gonna lay it out for him ahead of time.
I don't mean necessarily game plan, but have you watched him arm wrestling?
Yeah, of course.
Studied a good bit, yeah.
I got to practice for him.
I do. I actually saw that practice pull with him, which is like, right. Whoa, that didn't go so well.
I just lost you for a second there, just because I had a text come through, but we didn't.
Yeah, but it was just the audio. It's fine. I saw the practice pull with him.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen anybody treat George like that either. Like Rick's.
That's true. Yeah.
He's a big, strong motherfucker. Are you going to get this done?
Well, it's always a plan, right?
It's got to be like nobody goes into a match intending to lose. I'll take matches against anybody. I've run at you how many times, not thinking I was going to get the job done. Like, I mean, realistically, you can't go against somebody that's beaten you that many times in a row thinking that you're going to do it this time. You want to do it this time. You've got a good plan that you think you've made improvements in areas, and hopefully I can do it. but you're never thinking I'm gonna, right? Like I've run at Mike so many fucking times. I know the next time I try to pull Mike, I'm probably not gonna get the win, but I want to, and I'm not gonna. It's not gonna ever stop me from trying. Magda offered me the match with Alex. I said, yeah, I'll fucking do it, but don't expect me to do anything with that fucking guy. Like, Jesus, he'll kill me. That's not close. I could not fuck around enough to deal with that kind of strength. Now, your size, however, is going to be something that I don't think he's really used to dealing against. There's not a whole lot of dudes that are going to be able to match him in that height, in that setup. You know, I do fairly well with you because my short little arm all of a sudden gets way shorter every time I got to pull you. Notice how you're always at the back of the pad saying, well, I can't come back any further. How am I supposed to get lower? I'm always shrinking down so that you've got to get in this weird, awkward spot and start way the fuck down there on me.
Yeah.
Guys, well, I put my arm straight up like, how do you want me to reach his arm? How do you want me to reach it? Like, ref, come on. He's got to come down to me. I cannot get up there. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, he's right. And I talk so much, they don't notice how badly I'm fucking around coming down. They're like, yeah, well, Rick, he can't reach it. Come down.
Yeah, that's about how it goes.
Well, that's only one of the things I do. There's an awful lot more I do to fuck around, but that's the one. That's the one that I'm drawing all the attention to so that nobody notices the rest.
Right.
Misdirection. All right, we got a super chat here from the White Wolf. What's up, Rick and Evan? Rick, you taking Alex right into the hook. Evan, I have drunk wars going 2-1. The Irish will bury anyone in drinking and fighting, especially the highly trained Irish. Tag, you're in, Marcus. Oh. So before we continue on with you and Alex, because this got brought up, Marcus Thompson has challenged me to a drinking contest, then a wrestling match, and then an arm wrestling match. 2 out of 3 wins.
The drinking comes first.
Yeah.
Doesn't that pretty much determine it all right there?
No. He's Irish, so.
No. No, but doesn't the guy that wins the first one then win the next 2?
Not necessarily. I mean, the guy's not a professional level arm wrestler. I mean, I could pass out standing at the table when that ref yells go. I'm still probably going to win. So really, I only have to win one of the other 2. And that guy never wrestled.
Okay.
I spent more years wrestling than I have arm wrestling.
Yeah. When did you start?
In high school, look at this thing.
I can't see that from here.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Cauliflower ear?
Oh, yeah. My ear's all fucked up. I can't put a headphone in that ear.
I've never noticed.
I only have a little bit up on this one, but this one is like full covered. Yeah.
If you drain that when it happens, doesn't it go back to normal?
Normal-ish. That has been drained the entire time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's it's blown up. Like it was that fucking thick and turned black. And you like putting a needle in it. It's man. Cauliflower ear is one of the most painful things in the world. It's terrible. But I've drained it so many times trying to put a needle in something that's that tender. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. But
DIY thing.
What's that?
It's a DIY thing. You don't go to the doctor for it?
Well, what's the point? Why would I want to go sit at the hospital for 8 hours for them to put a needle in my ear and drain it when I can just go get a needle from the pharmacy and drain it? I mean, I was married to a fucking registered nurse. You know, she put the alcohol swabs on it, and yeah. I just had to run around like
I'm going to switch up here and see if going to the audio doesn't cut out. You hear me?
I can hear you. Beerman versus Marcus, not exactly a super match, more of a super duper.
You hear me now?
I can still hear you, Rick. Are you talking? Because I can't hear you if you're not talking. Nope, you're not talking.
You there?
All right, so yeah, you are here.
Hello?
Go ahead. Okay, still not talking. Yes, Rick definitely has beaten pork chop.
Hold on, I'm waiting for the data to kick in here. Get it off the Wi-Fi.
Ah,
You hear me?
I can hear you. So we got people in the chat wondering if this is the guy that crushed pork chop. Has he ever beaten you? Curtis Cameron, you've arm wrestled him several times. Has he ever beaten you?
Can you hear me?
I can now.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. What's up?
Have you ever lost to pork chop?
Left hand recently,
Yeah, but nobody cares about left. Has he ever beaten you right?
yeah. No, not right hand.
Was your super match in Barrie, was it 3-0 or 3-1? Are you frozen or thinking? I'm going to say frozen. Oh, the face you make when you freeze up is always hilarious. I hope you're better at arm wrestling than you are with computers. That's for goddamn sure, because this has gotten really rough. It was actually a lot easier to talk to when you had your camera off and you weren't freezing all the time.
You got me?
Maybe. I think you had enough time to say you got me before freezing again. That's fantastic. You just let me know when that audio kicks back in. Sucks when we only get to see Evan. Like, Rick ain't a beauty queen, but when it's next to Evan, Rick's looking real fine. That might be true.
I can hear you.
That's good that you can hear me now. So, you've always beaten pork chop. And this isn't just when he was new, like after he's came in, he crushed in, he's getting good. You still handle him fairly easy.
I think I make a bad match for him. I watched the way Ryan pulled him at the Nationals left hand, and I mean he pulled him very differently than I did, and I think it would have worked for Ryan too, just because I think the height difference gives me an advantage against Curtis, and it's hard to get around that, right?
Yes, very. He's Ryan pulled in kind of straight at him, like just came straight over with more of a high hook style, which kind of lets him land in his hook, albeit late, but still, if you let pork chop into his hook anywhere, it's just tough to deal with.
Yeah. I had no interest in going like full on inside. It was more like I pulled him more. I wouldn't call it a hook, but like back pressure and to the side a bit. But I think with him for me, if I'm sort of while posting especially, because he's got a really strong. You don't see it as much, but he's got a really strong shoulder press when he gets behind it. But then if you can post up and sort of stay above his hand, that's
because he's got such a short arm.
Really, yeah.
Now, how's this going to work out with you and Alex? Because he's got a very long arm, big hand.
I don't pull a lot of guys my height, right? The closest, I'm a little bit taller than Devon, not much. We're I mean, more or less the same, like same hand size. Same. I think he's got long arms, right? So I think it's pretty close. But I'm not going to pull Alex the same way I'd necessarily pull Devon, because Devon's tricky and all that, right? But not to say Alex isn't. Devon's got all kinds of everything up his sleeve. I think Alex is a little bit more. I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean straightforward, right?
Yeah, a lot more traditional.
But I mean, other than yeah, and I don't know. It is different. Like I said, other than Devon, I really don't get to pull a lot of people my height. So, well, Ray comes out to practice. It's been good having him come out.
Ray Belmore?
You've pulled Ray.
Yeah.
He's pretty tall, and he's got a huge hand on him. So
he's like what, 6'4"?
It's good. It's I think at least, yeah.
He's very, very fucking big hand on that dude. That's for goddamn sure.
Yeah.
Ray is another one of those new guys that thinks he can beat me and wants to put up money in a match against me. It's like, I don't necessarily want to make a career of taking money from new guys, but I can only talk you out of giving me free money so often, you know?
You're not a little nervous to pull him after the last encounter?
No, I'm not. Look, when I pulled Ray down in Niagara, my arm was fucked up. That super match I had with Conrad 2 weeks before that was not easy. Conrad is a bad dude, and my arm was not okay coming back into that match. Like, I ended up in really tough matches with several people that I should not be in tough matches with, including teammates of mine. So I know exactly where my arm was at, you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? I was not in my best shape. He wants to think that, Rick, you have pulled with Ray several times. You have pulled with me. When I'm ready to go, you know goddamn well Ray's not getting into a match that looks like that with me.
See, here's the thing. You lose to guys that I would have a much easier time pulling than I would against you.
So, yeah? Who are these guys I lose
I don't know. Oh, I do. Like, I'm not, it's a styles make. What I'm saying is,
sure. Who are these guys I lose
can't
to?
really, well, Curtis for starters.
Curtis. I've never lost to Curtis. Neither hand.
You didn't lose to Curtis in a super match?
Oh my God. In the garage on a day's notice. I go to a practice. The next day I find out, hey, we're going to pull Curtis tomorrow. Oh, well, okay. Sure. Yeah, I lost to Curtis. It was a fucking garage match just because he was coming to town.
Okay, so hey, you got excuses. That's cool.
Is that an excuse?
You just asked for.
Is that really an excuse, Rick?
I'm saying
I watch what fucking Alex did to you.
The point. Yeah.
Right.
I'm not
real
making
competition.
Excuses.
You're at practice. Whatever. So if you're in the middle of a practice,
all I'm saying,
and you got two guys that decide to ref a match and throw it on YouTube, that makes it a real match where you're trained, rested, ready to go. It's not the same thing. So no, it's not a real match.
You seem to be pretty impressed by it at the time. I remember you making comments on a certain upcoming super match and saying how screwed Curtis's opponent was. If I recall, it's all on YouTube.
Yeah, no, you caught correctly. His upcoming opponent was you, but that's my teammate. Of course I'm going to talk shit. Look, I did a match against Devon while he was getting ready for Levon, and he whacked me, and I turn around and look at the camera and say, I don't care if Levon's 400 pounds. He's fucked. I will say things because they're I'm a good teammate.
Oh, come on. Are we losing audio too?
I'm not losing audio, but I am having to take a piss. I got to lose my bladder. I'll be right back. You guys get to look at that beautiful banner for a minute while I take a piss.
Hold on a second, Evan. Our audio's doing the crap too. You still there?
Yeah, just peeing.
Right. Yeah, don't let me stop you.
Can reach the microphone from where I'm peeing, so I can still talk and hear you. Okay, I'm just going to try to finish this pee quietly. I'm going to leave the microphone on while I pee because, you know, guess.
Oh, is that what happened?
I'm trying to pee really quietly because if the guests can't hear or see anything, it's terrible. Uh-oh. Oh, I really hope that microphone didn't pick that up. It did, didn't it?
All I heard was uh-oh.
Well, see, when I'm done peeing, I have a little toot. And I didn't think the fans would appreciate my gas, but whatever. Yeah, Mike Smith says he smashes me in practice and he's ranked in the 154s, and that's true. I've beaten Porkchop every time we've ever had a real match. I don't necessarily think I can beat Porkchop right-handed in a real match. Not when he's ready to go. I've seen the shit that he pulls off. I was astounded when Mulvihill beat him in that real match. Shit, I should have got beer when I was up. I'll just ring my bell. Beers get brought to me. It's easier. Yeah, I don't think I could beat Porkchop. I don't know how you do. I mean, I know Styles do big matches, and that's a real thing.
That was just my point, right? I have stylistically, for whatever reason, I have a really hard time with you, and I match up well with Curtis.
Clearly, I've arm wrestled lots with Curtis, and it's hard to even find a hole with the guy. I mean, he's not a fantastic technical arm wrestler, you know. He doesn't move around all that well. He doesn't counter well. He's strong as fuck. But just too strong for most of my tricks to work. Like, I don't ever want to take 2 weeks off to rest for a practice to go practice with him, you know. And if I'm not fresh, ready to go, he fucking kills me. That's how it goes. Marcus Thompson with a super chat. Right, had to send poor super chat YouTube fuckers. Slanty partner. Wait, Slanty. I'm saying that wrong. I forgot the pronunciation of this shit. Type that shit in phonetically again for me. Partner, maybe we may get a tag team match, Princess. Koof will need to find a partner. Evan, I will text the rules now. Open to debate. Look, I'm in to discuss these rules as soon as Rick hops out of here, because his internet's driving me nuts. But I'm not done talking with him just yet. But we'll get there. Curtis' left's way stronger than his right. Well, he's left-handed, but no, his left is not stronger than his right. Get Devon on the mat.
Did you lose me
Devon
again?
doesn't drink, so having him as a partner for Drunk Wars isn't going to help me. Can the bell bring down a Coors Original? No, fuck Coors Original.
Sorry, it's driving me just as nuts.
Evan, yes, you are. Yes, I am what? God damn it. I need context when you read these texts. starting to get angry. I still don't have a fucking beer. Huh. I have to get up and get my own beer. It's gonna make me angry. You know what? I'll just drink a warm one. It's fine. Yeah. Styles do make matches, Rick. And there's things that you can clearly do that make it very, very different. I don't have that long ass arm that you do, and you give people problems. You know?
Yeah. It's a height difference, right? And there's not, but then if that's why I'm not a fan of the hook, right? The number of times I've been thrown into a hook by, you remember Greg Boyce?
I do remember Greg.
I don't know.
And even your audio is cutting out. Oh, it's amazing. Was that your text to the rules, Marcus? I'm gonna check real quick here. Because maybe we will get on these. Oh, geez, that's a long ass fucking rule set. I don't know if I can read all that right now. I will in a second, though. You on the show. Hard to English it. I haven't even tried Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi? Shang-Chi. Slanche. 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 Slant. Jesus. Somebody just fucking tell me how to say this shit. Marcus, you can text me through that app a voice message.
You hear me?
Yeah. Marcus, you can just tell me how to say that fucking word right here. I can hear you, Rick.
All right.
So if you've been training like super fucking hard, please tell me this is the best you that's ever tried.
Yes. Yeah.
Like, would you
I'm
actually
not,
beat me?
Yeah. Right
Easily?
now, right-handed? Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
So why'd you lose to me before?
I'll beat you.
Real.
Left-handed, I don't know. Left-handed, I don't know why my left, it's just not, hasn't been the same lately. But my right keeps getting stronger. I'm training them a little bit differently, but not like, not.
Well, I'll tell you this. Right-handed and left-handed are very, very different arm wrestling me. Right hand, I'm a lot trickier than I am left-handed. Left-handed, I rely on my hand a lot more. But my hand is very good left, and right, it's better now. I've got a way better hand now than I ever have before, that's for sure. But right-handed, my only concern was being able to get it into a hook before getting pinned. Left-handed, I'm not even sure how that ended up working out. You've turned me into a hook more than I've turned you into a hook left-handed. So, I don't know. It's a little weird. But right-handed, again, the times that I have beat you, he's fucked right off now. And he's back, but I don't know if he's actually back. We'll never know.
I'm back. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Rick cannot beat Crazy George.
I turned off my Wi-Fi. No, nobody can beat Crazy George except for Alex, apparently.
I'm gonna.
What's that?
I'm gonna beat Crazy George.
Are you?
Yeah. September 23rd.
I don't think. Really?
Yeah.
Where's is that the Mantis Classic?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You're not
I'm
going to beat him.
pulling a right-handed match against Crazy George. Best 3 out of 5.
You're going to beat him? Best 3 out of 5.
Well, yeah.
It's even worse. No.
I'm not planning on beating him 3 times. If I beat him the first match, I'm literally walking off the table saying, fuck it, you win. I'm going to have a beer.
So
Yeah.
how much money you got on this?
What?
How much money you got on this?
None.
No.
It's fucking Crazy George. I'm not putting my money on it. You crazy?
Okay. Okay, fair enough. So
Look,
you're not fully delusional.
here's the thing. Now, I would put up some money if that was asked of me, but it's Crazy George. I'm not going to be the one saying, hey, I'd like to bet.
Right.
The thing with George is I believe that I am actually a pretty good arm wrestler. What I lack is strength in my weight class. George isn't in my weight class.
No.
So I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with him for 3 rounds because the dude just will not stop. And I don't know if I can do it 2 or 3 times. But if I can do it once, I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, as anybody would be. If you beat an old man in the 75 kilogram class, I will be impressed.
Well, the thing is, it's not being strong doesn't help you beat George. You have to be good, right? You've got to know how to work around that shit. Obviously, you got to have some strength, but you've got to understand what he's doing and be able to work around it. If you just try to come through it, it ain't going to happen. Far stronger men than me have tried. I don't think I have to. I think I can work my way through it at least once. I may be part of that giant group of people that thought they could and tried and realized they can't. And I'm okay with that. But
have you pulled him
not
before?
Arm wrestle George. Why would I not want to do that?
No. Well, because he's 70 years old or right around there. I can't remember how old he is.
72.
165 pounds.
Yeah.
And it makes you look stupid when you lose.
Only to people
and if you beat him,
that don't know who George is.
Wow, that's true.
And anybody that does know who George is, if I do get that win, that's impressive.
No, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen you do it. I've never seen Mike do it. I've never seen Earl do it. Like, I've seen Alan do it. I've seen John Milne do it. I've seen Devon do it. But, I mean, it's only high hookers that can do it. So, you know, maybe we just know things that y'all don't.
Maybe. I guess we'll find out in September.
Well, that's the plan. Now, George has never confirmed this match. He said yes a long time ago. When I was asked after the first Wasaga Beach one, Nick said, who do you want next year if you want to come pull again? Said, I want George. That is the only match in Ontario that's really, really interesting. Matt Smith also has done it. He's also a high hooker and in George's weight class. So, you know.
Matt Smith has beat George?
Matt Smith has beaten George.
Is there video of that?
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I see it on Facebook. Every time that 1 year anniversary comes around, Matt likes to share it again.
I would too.
Yeah, no, I get it. I would too, and I got 100 pounds on George. But it's it's fucking Crazy George, man. Now, fuck. The one side of me really wants to say, if I do get that win, if I am able to get where I want to go and work my way there, and then get that win, I want to say, fuck this. I'm going to drink beer. I already got my win. I'm out. George, you win. I hope you're happy with it. I'm out of here. there's a competitive side of me that just wants to keep fighting, you know? Plus, George deserves to beat me after I win. So I probably won't quit after the first round, but I want to. Either way, I have pulled George one time before, and I got a worse elbow foul than Uncle John did at Arm Wars. You may not have seen that, but the fans do.
I haven't seen it. I don't know what you speak of in particular, but
Orangeville, 2014. It was the same day that I tore my bicep tendon against Mike Gould. But
okay.
So George was there. He wasn't pulling in the event. And I'd already pulled the event. Now, I wasn't supposed to be pulling in the tournament. It was Mulvihill's very first super match against Mike Trasius. So I was going down there to coach a couple of my guys, including Mulvihill on his first super match. And I wasn't going to pull. Then you get to an event and everybody's pulling. Like, I was at practice the night before. But fuck, the only way I can get on the table today at all is if I enter the tournament. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. And then Mike Gould signed into the tournament. I've been chasing that dude around for a long time. I want to pull him every chance I get. Anytime I get a chance to pull that guy and learn something about what he does, it helps me. I'm going to get my win on him at someday, right? I went 0-34 before I got that win, including several injuries, including a broken arm and a torn bicep tendon. That was the torn bicep tendon day. But yeah, so I only even thrown my name in the ring there because Mike was pulling. And then after the tournament, they announced that Crazy George is taking on every challenger for $5. For $5, going to charity, you get a super match, or you get a match with Crazy George right now. Like, well, fuck it. I want to pull George. Now, I'm tired and beat to shit, and I know Crazy George is going to whoop my ass. But it's for charity, and why the fuck not? It's George. So right. I paid the $20. Now, it was only $5, but I'm like, I don't have a 5, so here's a 20. It's charity, whatever. And then I pulled George. I lost the match on elbow fouls. Because after like 6 minutes, my hand gets busted backwards and I can't hold on to him. And I was like, fuck, if I could only hook this guy, maybe I could do something. So I lifted my elbow off my pad, brought it all the way forward and set it down on George's pad so I can get him a hook. And then I started holding on to him again. And the ref calls a foul. We didn't stop pulling. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Foul. Like, well, it's an elbow foul. I'm like, my elbow's on the pad. You're not even on the right pad. Well, it's on the pad. What's the difference? They didn't let it go.
You went across to his pad?
Yeah. I picked my elbow off my pad, brought it forward, put it onto his pad so that I could get my hand back into a hook, and then just started arm wrestling again.
Right. I never saw that. No.
No? Well, I mean, look, it's not a real match, but it's hilarious.
No, I get you. I get you. It's and then George kicks you under the table.
Yeah, wow. George started laughing like, he doesn't care. George is a good dude. I love George.
Yeah. Everybody loves George.
George told me he would only take the match with me at this event if I drink with him afterwards. So every time we open a beer, we take a sip of it and we pour a shot of Jameson into it, and then we drink our beer. Okay, I'm in. Fuck it.
No.
I like beer. I like whiskey. Let's go.
Right.
So, Alex, what are you gonna do, man?
A few things I got lined up. I'm not just going in one direction, but I know what I'm going to try and do, and if that doesn't work, I'll switch it up. We'll see.
Well, you don't have to be stronger than him anywhere. You got to be stronger than him in one spot, and you got to be strong enough to make the fight happen in that one spot.
Yeah.
Just figuring out if you have one spot that is stronger than him, and then being able to force it there.
Yeah.
So I really do wish you the best of luck. You are fighting an uphill battle because, motherfucker, I bet you this guy crushes you.
I can't believe it took us till 22 after 9 to get to that point.
Well, look, yeah, an hour
Almost
and
an
22
hour and a
minutes.
half into the
But
podcast.
I bet you an hour.
I can't believe it took you that long.
Your fucking phone not working.
That's probably fair too. Yeah, we could have got there a lot quicker if my internet worked right.
Yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to see your face when I said it, but apparently couldn't get there. Yeah, Alex is a bad dude. I mean, you're no slouch, but fuck. That's a big dude, man, and he's fucking strong. I really do hope that having to arm wrestle somebody with similar statistics fucks him up, and he doesn't know how to reach your hand.
Well, I mean, it is different, right? Because there's not a lot of guys quite our height, even in the heavies. So it is different when you pull somebody even like the same height, right? So I don't know. I'm hoping it throws him as much as it throws me.
But you get to arm wrestle with Devon, or you pulled with Matt. You were in the WAL and pulled, what was it, Bishop? Big Trent, maybe?
I can't remember. There was one big dude. I can't remember who it was. Yeah, I can't. I don't remember all my WAL matches.
Well,
I mean, I didn't end up.
Giant dude that was 6. Was it Trent Myers? He was like 6'8", 6'9".
Isn't he the fellow that passed away a few years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I ever pulled him.
Wasn't him.
Maybe it was. My memory for matches is bad, but I think I would have remembered pulling him.
Well, the thing is I didn't ever see the match because it wasn't part of the televised podcast or program or whatever. I did hear that you were pulling a guy, and it was one of those guys that was even taller than you.
I remember pulling some guy that was a tall fella. I can't remember who it was though.
Now, was that like 6'9" dude that beat fucking Devon?
Who was that?
There was a big dude at one of those early WAL tournaments that beat Devon.
That beat Devon? That I don't remember. You think you'd remember the name of whoever beat Devon?
I think it was the first year that the WAL did the big finale thing, and Devon was still in the supers.
Yeah, that I don't know.
I don't know. I like I said, I don't remember, but the guy that beat Devon was fairly new, I believe. I can't think of the name. But maybe
somebody.
Anyway,
you're saying Devon lost to somebody fairly new.
I hope that your arm being that long, you're able to reach up that high. You can fuck him off. We'll find out.
Well, it's a plan anyway.
Why didn't? Fuck's sakes! I broke my fucking cigarette. Rick, that's your fault.
Could be. Probably the fault of my crappy internet.
Yeah, your fucking internet broke my cigarette.
I'm just streaming on cellular data right now. At least it's not, and now it's not cutting out. I don't know.
Rick, I hope you have unlimited data on your phone plan then.
Well,
I tried to, so I lost the internet once, and I had to hotspot my phone to the laptop so I could do the show. And it ate 15 gigs of data fast.
I just used up my high speed data. I just got the message from Lucky, but with them, I think I'm going to keep. I think I'll get audio. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you.
Oh, okay. Because this isn't a commercial for Lucky Mobile, but with when you use up your regular data, then you get unlimited low speed. So
yeah. Well, I don't want to
So
fucking eat up everything on you. Well, I know you're not going to get a big cell phone bill. So realistically, I'm just trying to, well, basically get you off the fucking call because you're starting to piss me off without boring you're being.
well, I gotta be off of here by 9:30 anyway. But
Oh, look, 3 minutes, man. If you can get out of here early, you're saving time. Fuck, thank God.
listen, I feel real bad about the internet. I know that's because I've watched some of the streams where it's like that, and I know it sucks. I don't know why it was.
I
so
think
bad.
it's actually hilarious in this case because we don't have to see your face. But either way, Rick, you know I love you, buddy. Good luck. I hope you fucking pull this out.
I'm
Swing
going
away,
to give
bud.
it
Swing
every effort.
away.
All right. Thanks a bunch, Evan. Thanks for having me
I
on.
respect anybody that fucking reaches for the stars, you know? That's a big fucking target. Go hard and give her shit, bud. Like, nobody wants to see you win this more than me. I mean, well, obviously you, but after you, it's me.
I appreciate that.
This way I can walk around telling everybody and showing the highlight videos of me whooping your ass all the time. And that dude just beat fucking Alex.
Yeah.
If you beat Alex, I'm never pulling you again, though.
Oh, no, I know. That goes without saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you beat Alex, you should never want to pull me again. Be like, fuck it. You know what? Evan gives me problems because he's an asshole. I want to go for these, like, high-level dudes that don't fuck me around so hard.
I'll still pull you.
Not in a real match.
I'll pull you in a real match.
It doesn't even make sense. For either of us. Stupid.
No.
I love you, buddy. And I'll pull with you anytime. But hey man, if you can ever get up here while you're still training for this match, or if you ever want to just shoot the shit about anything, ideas behind training, resting, peaking for matches, all that shit. Anytime.
Sure.
Yeah,
for
man.
sure.
Well, you got
For
my
sure.
phone number now.
I do. Finally.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't save anybody's phone number. So
Oh, no.
you're like one of the 7 people that I have their names saved on my phone.
Well, now that's how I know you love me.
Okay, you made this weird. Hey, look, Rick, it's 9:30.
Yeah. I should my kid's waiting for me, so
No,
but
please, by all means.
thanks for having me on, Evan.
Anytime, buddy. I'm hoping I can get Alex on here another time. I'd like to get everybody that's going to be doing this event on here at some point before. I would like to tell every single person that is planning on pulling this event that they're going to get crushed. You know,
If you do that, I will work my Wi-Fi problems out the day before.
Awesome, buddy. All right, good luck. Have fun.
All right, thanks. Buddy. Take care.
Later, bud.
See ya.
Okay, I don't know how to kick him because he keeps saying goodbye over and over and over again. I love Rick. Rick's such a good dude. I don't know. What do you mean Mr. Rogers has more personality? Rick's awesome. Fuck y'all. Rick's awesome. But he may not be much of a shit talker. You know? Can't super chat as I'm in France. Dude, don't forget Drunk Wars. You can't hide under the snow this autumn. Oof. Rough. Ooh, that's rough. Why the fuck? Are you in Paris? All right. So I don't know how to close this shit, but
Slancha.
apparently it said slancha. Slancha. You keep typing it, and I see that, and that doesn't look like slancha in any way. That is the worst pronunciation. How do you get slancha with a fucking T? Looks like slanty. All right, I gotta grab myself a beer. And then, Marcus, you and I are gonna go over some rules. I haven't read them yet, so this will be very entertaining for me. All right, here. Got myself my spinning toe hold. That's not even a wrestling move. What the fuck? You think Devon would ever talk about what he had to do to get ready for Levon? Probably not in public. Piss wars. Let's all leave now. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. We need divine wrestling. You're not even making sense. You're not catching me with some fucking spinning fucking footlock. Fucking pansy. Marcus, go ahead and fucking shoot for leg locks like a fucking pansy. Or try to be a real man. I mean, that's what we expect from the Irish when they get into a drunken fight, though, right? Weird little toe holds and shit. So, I hope you don't have anything written here that's all fucked up, because kind of like Ron Burgundy, I just kind of read what's on the teleprompter. Okay. Drunk Wars, the Drunkathlon series. Copyright directors, Evan Burgoyne and Mark Thompson. This is a new sport and represents Iron Man style concept. 3 disciplines: drinking, arm wrestling, and wrestling. Minimum of 2 players, more the better. 3 points awarded each round winner. Drinking. Minimum of 10 pints of beer to qualify to the next round. No light beers. 3 points for the winner. Loser pays the bar tab. Yes, Ron the Don, Princess Couliflower. Hold on. Ron the fucking Don. What a fucking guy. Let me just switch here. Close that. Open this. Open that. Forward that. Jesus. And oh fuck, I can't do it off there. That's terrible. Cobra needs a Facebook page. I can forward from Facebook to Instagram, but I cannot forward from Instagram to Facebook. And that's how that works. All right. So 3 disciplines, minimum 2 players, more the better, 3 points each round winner. Drinking minimum of 10 pints of beer to qualify for the next round. No light beers, 3 points to the winner. Loser pays bar tab. Wrestling, if the opponent gets put flat on their back, arm locked or choked, they win. That's not wrestling rules. That's fucking judo rules. You're challenging me to a judo match in a wrestling competition. How the fuck do you give me judo rules and say it's wrestling? That's some fucking horse shit. Arm wrestling rules. There are none. Cheating is encouraged unless Paul Mating is refereeing. Best of 3 rounds. Winner gets cash and the legacy pint trophy to hand over each year to the winner. I love all of this, except I never signed up for a judo fight. And no, fish hooking is not allowed in wrestling. That's fucked up. Cobra.
Good evening.
So we just got the rule set from Marcus
Rules?
Thompson for drunk
I don't
wars.
play. I don't play by rules.
Well, you might like some of these rules.
All right, sing.
So the drinking competition is 10 beers per round
Whoa.
and no light beer.
How long do the rounds consist of?
He did not specify, but the loser pays the tab.
Oof.
All right, like I'm pretty good at drinking 10 beers. I can do it fast and I can do it often. But then he gets into the wrestling rules. And the rules state if you get landed flat on your back, armbarred or choked, you lose. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
What the fuck? This guy
He gonna put you on your back.
is a world-class judokan.
He
And
gonna.
he challenged me to a wrestling match and gives me judo rules. What the fuck? That's fucked
Yeah.
up. Why don't we
And
meet in the middle? Look,
Hey,
I'm
hey.
good at wrestling. He's good at
And
judo.
listen.
Why don't we just do jujitsu?
Hey, listen. If he's got a gi, you're toast.
I ain't wearing no fucking gi.
He'll use it against you.
Not once I take it off him.
Yeah.
Look, I will fold that dude's laundry while he's still wearing them.
Damn
Right.
it, boy. You about them
No.
shorts, ain't you?
Now, no shorts tonight. I'm wearing pants. Now, for the last competition of arm wrestling, he specifically stated there are no rules. Cheating is encouraged. Now,
I
that I
concur.
love.
I concur. This is about winning.
So should we do this like freedom style?
I think you need to tweak these rules a little bit.
Oh, no, look, I love freedom arm wrestling. There is rules, but you have to have some rules in any type of competition, right? If you sign up for any competition with absolutely no rules and you hire your buddy to step out of the crowd and sucker punch the motherfucker, but there's no rules, it's not against the rules. You know, you have to have some rules, you know, no outside interference, stuff.
If you're messing with a world-class judoka, he might have you fucked before the arm wrestling session.
I don't think he'll beat Devon in judo. Well, I don't
You're
know.
not
Neither of
Devon.
them have really done judo in
Yeah.
15 years. But Devon was pretty fucking good at judo, man.
Yeah,
Like he really was. He won't blow his own fucking whistle,
yeah.
but
Most killers don't.
I know what he's done. And I mean, I know how matches between him and the current world super heavyweight champion went. So Devon's pretty good at judo.
All right. Well,
But that's not wrestling.
if Marcus gets his hand on your collar, you're probably all
Yeah, I
done.
know. The motherfucker challenged me to a wrestling match, and then he sends me some judo rules bullshit.
Yeah, if he gets his hand on your collar, you're probably going to sleep.
You know, I appreciate what he did. You know,
Hey, just stack the cards. Yeah.
he was one of those guys that whenever everybody was like freaking out about this rule debacle between Devon and Levin, he said, The fuck is everybody's problem?
Yeah.
Both guys signed up for the same thing. Why is everybody complaining now?
Right.
Well, fucking Marcus, you challenged me to one thing, and now you're changing it to another. So, like
Marcus
Devin,
is a
we're going to have
gangster.
to renegotiate our terms if that's what you're doing.
Marcus
I will
a gangster.
fucking fight you in a judo match. But
brother, don't let him get a hold
I
of
am
your
not
car.
winning that. But we're going to have to renegotiate a little bit somewhere. Because that is stuck in the fucking deck.
I'm saying if he gets a hold of your collar and your sleeve, buddy, he might snap that wrist on you, and
Now,
you
I
can
have
arm
done
wrestle.
judo, Cobra. I have.
I didn't say that you
But-
have not played.
Not at a heavy level. Like,
Yeah.
so I have done some judo with a world champion.
Right. I have as well.
My jiu-jitsu coach was the very first guy to ever win the, was it worlds or Japanese title or something
Mhm.
as a Westerner, right?
Okay.
Dude is phenomenal. He's a world champion in judo and karate. I don't remember which brand of karate, but it was one of the full contact ones.
Yeah.
You know, Kyoshiki or something, one of them. But his jiu-jitsu was definitely what he was best at. But still,
Tap, snap, or nap.
so I was learning jiu-jitsu from him. And just like outside of doing jiu-jitsu classes, we'd fuck around a little bit and he'd show me some judo stuff, right? We're in there in the gis for jiu-jitsu. And like, I know that 165-pound man that is good at this shit is gonna fuck me up. I know that. That is not something I put enough years and trying into to say that I will fuck around with a world-class dude in that world.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
I've wrestled.
Well,
And I've wrestled against high-level
kind of,
dudes.
sort of. If you really like, I know it might be difficult for you, but if anyone else was to think just a little tiny bit, they would come back around and say, yes, you are a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Wait. Did I say I wasn't an idiot?
Yeah, you said you weren't an idiot, bro.
I said those words?
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Pretty funny.
I might be an idiot, but I'm not an idiot. All right, is that fair?
That's a little more
It's a little
close
better.
to reality.
A little better.
Little closer to reality.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a very smart idiot or a very dumb smart guy, whatever you want to go with. I got a lot of both going on. I have done wrestling. And when I started wrestling, I had an Olympic wrestler as my coach. I learned an awful lot by getting fucked up by a tiny little dude. I understand how that works. When I started arm wrestling, or when I started doing jiu-jitsu, I found Steve Burgess. This dude, world heavyweight jiu-jitsu champions, would come and train with this guy to work on technique. That's how good this dude was, right? Like right in my hometown. I had an Olympic wrestler in my hometown. I had this Steve Burgess in my hometown. Incredible. And when I stopped with the fighting stuff and got into arm wrestling, all of a sudden it turns out now Devon was the number one in the world, both hands at the time I started arm wrestling, right? I just happened to find the like best in the world right at my fucking doorstep to coach me.
Like they say, sometimes you step in shit and come out smelling like a rose.
Is that a real thing?
That's a real thing. Story of
Have
my
you ever
life.
met somebody that has stepped in shit and smelled like a rose?
Come out smelling like a rose. My mom used to say it about me all the time. Never got caught.
Now, I understand how the metaphor could work, but I mean, if you were to literally step in shit and smell like a rose when you come out, that's fucked up.
That's how the pimp does it. So go on there, get your ass whooped, and come back with your tail between your leg. It ain't no worse than the ass whooping you're gonna take from school, boy.
Look, if I lose, that's okay.
Yeah. So
nobody fucking wins at everything they do. It's not possible. It's not. Like, narrow that down to arm wrestling. There is one guy that doesn't lose, and he's the number one in the world. And that guy changes the name behind that spot changes all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so everybody fucking loses.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't lose, you ain't
You
looking
get
out.
better.
You're not seeking out how good you are.
Right.
There's no challenge. I mean, I could stay undefeated if I arm wrestled for the rest of my career in
your
like
town.
the grade 7 and under division, you know? I changed my sex and age because that's how I feel. And I just arm wrestle anybody that's under 9. I'm gonna win.
Now, you're gonna fly to Ireland, or is this gonna be during the Iron House thing?
Yeah. So the whole thing is set up for Whitby, England.
Iron House, okay.
Is England or London or UK
Manchester, isn't
or
it?
Britain?
Or are they in Birmingham? Where are they doing the Iron House? In Birmingham or in Manchester?
Fucked if I know, man.
I have to ask a pickup. I don't know.
It's all the same place, right? I mean, that whole continent is
Yeah, it's
like
across the pond. It's an easy day.
yeah, once you fly over there, like you could probably jog anywhere around, you know?
Yeah, scooter.
Yeah. I mean,
And a
I
scooter.
couldn't jog it. I can't
Yeah.
jog, but
Get you a scooter. Oh,
like
I
a
like the
big
light.
fucking
I like the
scooter.
light bear. Oh, that's cute. That's cute.
Well, I was drinking these all night. That's not light, but that's what's cold. So whatever, fuck it. Look, I've done enough one-on-one combat sports where I started right at the very bottom with a world-class teacher to know that you can't just walk into any of these and expect to compete with a dude that's been at that level.
Yeah.
It's not fucking happening. I don't care how good you are at one. It ain't happening when you switch it out. So I got really good at wrestling, national level.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started doing jiu-jitsu.
National level in Canada.
Right. I mean, we didn't need to say, look, we've had a few dudes from Canada that were really good, okay?
Yeah, sure.
And I mean, look. So, and by a few, I mean 2.
Wrestling. Hey, I was a national level wrestler in Canada.
Right. So
Shut up. Don't. Just stop. Stop.
we had one dude
Don't let him grab your collar.
named Gia who would show up at the North Americans. And even all the Americans knew they're not winning the match. And they were taking bets on whether or not we could get a hold of his leg. If I can grab his leg, I win the bet. That's a real thing. We've had some really, yeah, it wasn't that good. But I mean, that dude won worlds. Fuck, I couldn't even tell you how many times.
You know what,
We've
Evan?
had a few
This
of
is
them
so
that are
exciting.
pretty good.
I'm even going to drink a cold beer tonight. I'm going to drink a beer.
What? You don't do that.
That it's very rare, but since Marcus is going to choke your ass out, I'm gonna have
You
a beer.
unclassy motherfucker.
Keep your mother off the street. I wouldn't have to fuck her.
Marcus Thompson with the super chat. Captain Obvious made it even more interesting. After 20 pints, we get into fat sumo suits and wrestle. Has anybody ever tried wrestling in those sumo suits? I haven't. I've never tried that. But that does sound like a good time. It really takes the competition down, though. So, Cobra, did you hear this line?
Hang it. Salute to all y'all in the chat. Nice to see you all. From Marcus on down the line, fighter Frank, Roy Baker. The woo! All y'all. The Valley was good.
I hope that beer tastes good.
It's not too bad. Do you know why they named this beer Budweiser?
No.
Because you deserve what every individual should enjoy regularly.
There's no way that's real.
Kids used to say it in fourth grade. I just remembered it.
That's like the Adidas thing. All day I dream about sex.
Yeah, well, little one's crying. Hold on.
More like an incomplete idiot. I like that. I like that. Marcus, we definitely need to set this up. But that's just terrible if we get rid of the only chance you had at winning. But we can definitely talk rules on this. I gotta pee. No, I cannot read the chat from here. It's no, they're very small letters. I don't know where the fuck Cobra went, but I will be there very quickly. I am pushing this motherfucker out as hard as I can. Cobra, start talking. I am peeing.
Oh, Jesus. That comes out like cottage cheese, I'm sure. You all right, buddy?
Oh, no, man.
What up with the forearm, Devon?
My prostate's the size of a fucking watermelon. I am not all right. Every time I got to pee, it sucks.
Bro, you got to go see the doc.
No, my liver's great. And that's the only one that's going to keep me drinking. So we're good.
All the pipes working, right?
Yeah. I mean, just, it's hard to pee. You got to push. I can pee just fine if I'm not trying to hurry it up, you know?
I understand. I understand.
But I got a large bladder and I put a lot of fluids through it. And all of a sudden, you're trying to get like 6 minutes worth of piss out right now to get back to the channel.
I get it.
Our Marcus is fucked for piss wars.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
Dude,
I don't
I
know.
get onto these fucking beer pints and I can talk shit and snow in the piss. Like, it's easy.
Uh-huh.
Like, full paragraphs. We're not talking about how big of a word you can write. I'm talking sentences and paragraphs.
Brother, if I were you, I would try to do something about rolling with that judoka, because
Why?
your arm wrestling career could be over. Marcus gets a hold of your collar.
Well, there's a whole thing whenever you like tap and the ref stops it. That's fine.
Oh, he didn't tell you about the bylaw A-13674?
Well, I mean, I'm the only one with the rule set, so I don't know how you know this thing, but okay.
Yeah, there's
I
no
like where you
tapping.
go with it.
There's no tapping.
Look, man, I have fought some tough fucking dudes,
I get it.
you know? Never in a
forgot
real
to duck a
fight,
few
but
times.
inspiring scenarios, practice scenarios and stuff. Like, I have never lost a real fight in my life, but that's only because I never fought people that were better than me in a real fight.
Uh-huh.
I have trained and sparred with guys that definitely were. I am not signing up to a death fight with anybody that I don't know I'm going to beat.
Right. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. It's you know, the art of scrap is it's such a coin toss, you know.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't sign up for a death fight with Marcus for any reason. If I win, I'm still alive, but I don't have a job anymore. If I lose, I'm fucking dead.
Truth. Yeah,
It's actually kind of better off if I lose this fucking thing if I sign up for that.
I mean, if Marcus is coming with this kind of skill,
And the IRA.
bro, I don't even joke about IRA. So you can make all the IRA funnies you want, but I'm out on that one.
Look, I'm not making fun of the IRA. We did a poll.
No, I think you are.
No, I'm definitely not. Those are serious motherfuckers. I ain't fucking with them. That's what I'm saying. When he shows up with those dudes, I'm out. But we did a poll one night on what Marcus
This is
Thompson's
the
real job
thing.
is.
Listen, honey.
And the main guest was he runs the IRA.
He's not going to show up with the IRA. You're not going to know the IRA is on your ass, just like the kind of guys that never got to wake up when Devon was at their house. You know what I mean?
Oh, they woke up just in time to get fucked.
You don't wake up. You don't wake up. You just don't wake up.
I promise you, Devon's a savage, and he just kicks the fucking door open and announces his shit. And you wake up when he's in the room before yours.
That's sloppy work by Devon.
He didn't care. He was looking for a fight. Anyways, look, all jokes aside, the IRA, yeah, I would never, ever do anything. Look, I know my channel is tiny as shit, and there's no way that's ever going to get back to them. But if it ever does, I want them to know I think they're all incredible.
There you go.
But
there you go.
We did do a poll, and everybody, the most popular answer was that's what Marcus does for a living, is he runs the IRA. So if he did show up with the IRA, you think they would just be showing up wearing fucking flags and saying IRA? No, they're gonna look like normal dudes, and as soon as you go to take a piss, pow, car bombed in a bathroom. Do you know what being car bombed in a bathroom is like?
Shitty experience.
And you don't shit properly ever again.
Yeah. All right. Subject change. Who's your next arm wrestling?
Dudes is all fun.
Besides Marcus, who is your next match against?
So Marcus and I have been in chats today about sorting out how we're going to get this done. It's very possible that I am in London, England, Birmingham. It's all the same fucking town, whatever, for Arm Wars. If I am, I will likely be pulling Arm Wars. But then nobody's ever going to know about that for like a year or something by the time it comes out. But after that, I'm supposed to pull, one of your old buddies that you probably met like back in the 60s when you started arm wrestling.
Who's this?
Local guy here in Ontario.
Who?
Tell me who the oldest living Ontario arm wrestler that still competes at the very highest level could be.
Mike Gould?
No, your weight class.
My weight class.
The fucking man. The greatest arm wrestler ever out of Canada.
George?
Ever. Oh, yes.
George, he's over my weight class, but
165.
Oh, George makes 165 now?
He can. He
Yeah,
has.
yeah, he probably can. Yeah.
I mean, he likes showing up with a beer gut and his ripped
Right.
t-shirt, but
Yeah.
yeah, he's made 165. Like,
Good guy, George.
amazing. I fucking love that guy. When I got asked who I want to pull at this September event, like, if I get to pick anybody in the world, I want to pull Crazy George.
Hopefully you do better than Travis.
Can't do worse.
No, can't
That was
do
fucking
worse.
rough, man.
Can't do worse.
I know that George is 72. I still know that George is whooping the shit out of, I don't know how many 0.9s we need behind that 99 to make it accurate, but I know there's got to be a couple. He's whooping the shit out of everybody in the world. There is a select handful of people in the world that can beat that dude.
Yeah, right. There's been a transformation with him since like 2000. It just, he's like an alien. It's like an alien.
Did you pull him before that?
Yeah, I pulled before the wreck. I probably pulled him 20 times.
And you probably won all of them.
Waxed him.
And
Waxed
then
him.
have you pulled him after he got that?
Yeah. I bounced off his arm.
It's fucked up, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it was here I go again with the after the wreck crap. But he actually,
yeah, we get it. You were fucking Cobra roads.
Yeah.
And then you got into a bike rack, and now you're just fucking Cobra roads.
You really like bicycles, don't you? You're like a nun, fat bottom girl, ain't you?
Look,
Listen.
I got into biking, and I'm like, every time I get out there, the wife tells me not to die, or like fuck yourself up and be shit like Cobra afterwards. Like every time.
Yeah.
She does follow that up with, if you do get into a wreck, at least come home being like cool with a big dick like Cobra.
Well, you know, if I can always step in.
Don't
I can
you?
always step in. If you're
Don't you already?
if you're in traction somewhere, I can come.
Look, I don't actually mind the nights that you step in, but it'd be cool if like you didn't make me sit in the corner and watch. Like it's fucking weird, man.
No cuckolds. Listen, I'm not a night guy. I'm at home at night, so I'll come through in the afternoon when you're at work. You know,
I only work at night, and I do this.
Well, you know what? It's time for you to get a new fucking job, ain't it?
No.
Yeah.
No. I fucking hate working, man. I beat up every boss I've ever had. And it's not even their fault. I just show up in a bad mood one morning, and they're like, hey, you're late. And I'm like, motherfucker, hey, let's talk about this. No, I'm just kidding. I've actually never beat up my boss. I've wanted to. I'm like everybody else in the world that's wanted to punch out their boss at least once every day.
Well, you have a boss. You're not running things?
No. So I did both. By the time I was 20, I realized, why am I making this guy so much money? I should go off on my own. And then realized why I made him so much money, because he was able to have the work ready. But man, being self-employed, yeah, you'll make more money.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
You don't work 10 hours a day. It's fucking 12, 14, 20.
Sure. 24, man. It never stops. Work never stops.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
So it gets to the point where, like, okay, I either need guys that do what I do during the day so that I can do all my other work during the day, but you can't find good dudes, and you can't keep them because they're going to realize, I want to do your job and make that money instead.
Yeah.
So it's a constant cycle. It's stressful. Fuck all of it. Yeah. I gave up working a long time ago. Now I just drink beer all the time. I don't make as much money, but I'm happier.
Yeah, the belly's full, ain't it?
Well, not at the moment, but it will be soon.
I still cannot get over what that cute little sweetie pie of a wife you have is doing with you. Is she how's her vision? Is she like blind?
No.
Or her olfactory senses cut out? She can't smell how funky you are?
No.
What is she doing with you?
I take a bath with her every night.
Oh God. Oh God. Not with her.
Yeah. I can't reach my back. Who's going to wash me? Cobra, my shoulders don't work. How am I supposed to wash myself? I can't. So I got to do the bath with her.
That's fucking gross, bro.
To you, and probably to her.
Yeah, the poor lady.
Not to me.
Oh my God.
So I would very much like to tell you that it's because I got a big dick. But
no more lies, Evan. No more lies.
Cobra, I have no problems lying to you or the fans. It's just that is just such an outrageous lie that even I can't even begin to believe that. That is definitely not the case. I am the only guy you know that could fuck a Cheerio without breaking it.
Damn it, boy.
That's rough. It's rough. I actually went to a fucking field mouse gangbang, and they all laughed at me and said, get a bigger dick and come back.
The little man circle jerker.
Oh, man. It's rough. I stopped shaving when I was 18 because I'm afraid of cutting off the wrong hair. You know what I mean?
I get it. It's
a rough day.
That little alfalfa, huh?
Yeah, man, it's a rough day. That's why I grew a beard and bought a Harley. So at least I look like a real man.
You're going to win a Harley. Don't buy one, win one.
Well, I wasn't around during the Harley pulls. I didn't even know that the Harley pulls were a real thing.
They were.
When I first got told that arm wrestling is a real sport, I told the dudes to get fucked, you idiots. There's no fucking way. You
And
know?
then Alan Ford put it on you.
No.
Who put it on you first?
Ian Carnegie.
Okay. Well, he's a good sized fella, so that shouldn't have
Yeah, he had
shaken
100
you up.
pounds on me.
The
But I mean,
dancing bear.
the way he did it, he made sure to go out of his way to show me that there's something to this. So Carnegie and I had wrestled. So we were bouncing together.
Mhm.
And he was fucking around a bit. I'm like, dude, like, I will put your big ass on your back.
Mhm.
So we started fucking around a little bit. And then we stopped. We broke off. And he was walking around like he's the big dick.
Mhm.
And Adam looks at my brother, my older brother, looks at me. He's like, Evan, I saw you spin out and take that single. Why didn't you dump him? It's like, well, I didn't need to. I knew. There's no reason to fucking actually dump some dude on his head
Yeah.
when you know.
You
right?
got
You
it.
know.
Yeah. After you're in. Yeah.
Right. Like, we knew. I had my
I get
angle. I had the leg. It was all good. We're good. I don't need to. I know. So, but that whole started. The only reason we even wrestled that night at the bar was because
You were
he was
talking
telling me
shit.
he's a professional arm wrestler, and I told him he's full of shit. That's not a real thing. Now, this was actually the same day that Devon pulled Pushkar left-handed.
Oh, the posing match. Oh,
I knew
my
nothing
God.
about arm wrestling at all when I was bouncing with Devon and Allen. And those guys get into a conversation. Yeah, Devon beat Pushkar tonight, 5-1. What the fuck? And I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, oh,
I'll
we're
tell you what,
professional arm wrestlers. Like, get the fuck out of here. You're professional arm wrestlers. That's not a real thing.
That day Devon was on. That was the day of work that. Work this.
Work that.
Work that.
The greatest piece of art in arm wrestling history. And especially the video that Ian fucking put together, the Darth Larratt one.
I haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen that, check that out. Type in Darth Larratt on YouTube sometime. Watch that. So it's just like an edited down, instead of you watching the whole 45 minutes between rounds and everything else. There's some cool music going behind it. They done the music down so you can hear Devon talking shit. It's impressive.
Did Devon intentionally make him stand out there all that time before he came out? Do you remember how long Pushkar stood out there?
Yeah. I don't think so. But if he did, good for him.
Good. I remember that because it seemed like, wow, this guy is leaving him in the ring. You know what I mean?
So here's the thing. Devon always fucked around a little bit. Now, I don't want to say like I'm directly responsible for all of the shit Devon does now, the mind games and fucking around real hard.
Yeah.
But like Devon always fucked around a little bit. But after I started, right around 2014, when he saw, so I always did this shit when I was doing wrestling and jiu-jitsu, right? Like I would talk to people during the matches. I would fuck around. If I can get them
I get it.
off their game a little bit,
I get it.
I can still focus on what I'm doing while being an idiot.
Sure.
If I can, my being an idiot,
If you've got the muscle memory locked
bit,
in, you can do anything.
I got something to do with it, right? Like
Yeah.
I just need one little mistake. So once he saw this, I could find the video where Devon's talking about how Evan mentally demolishes opponents that he can't beat physically until he can beat them physically, right? And after that, Devon got real bad with this. Like, I mean, he stepped that shit up a whole bunch, but he's actually at that elite world level. So it gets highlighted an awful lot. Now, he doesn't do it the way I do it, but it really stepped up when he realized how effective it can be. Right.
I understand that.
So I don't think the whole leaving Pushkar on the stage for that long was an intentional thing of Devon just fucking with people.
Yeah, he was on that stage so long, it made me uncomfortable watching.
I think that was just like way back in the day, the PAL, sometimes they had fucking
Glitches.
issues putting this shit together. I mean, it was a long time ago.
Right.
And live feeds were not a real thing back then, you know? Everything always got edited. But way back before then, main events, you would have people standing for a long time waiting. Like it happened all the time in boxing.
Got it. Mhm.
Where the
Oh, yeah.
one dude's out there first
Oh, yeah.
for 20 minutes. Now, he warmed up, and boxers did do this.
Yeah,
When the
yeah.
champ comes out and he waits 20 minutes, he's trying to let you cool down while he's still warm.
The
you know?
champ comes out last.
Always. But he
Yeah.
will wait his sweet ass time until
Yeah,
they
yeah.
make him leave the dressing room.
He'll
while
let you
he's
sit
still
there,
staying warm
especially in
and
his
loose.
especially
Make
in his
sure that
hometown.
motherfucker's cold.
Especially in his hometown, he'll let you sit there with that crowd.
Douchebaggery. Effective, but
Winning.
douchebaggery.
Winning. Hey, I've got to pull some tarts and a cheesecake out of the oven.
What?
I've got to pull some tarts.
You don't
and
bake a cheesecake?
Oh, this. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Quiet time.
I actually got into an argument with somebody not that long ago over a cheesecake where they said they don't bake it. I'm like, that's ridiculous. It's not a real cheesecake if you don't bake it. They call it a no bake cheesecake. Well, if the name in the title is a no bake cheesecake, it's not real. It's like that imitation shit. Todd Hutchins, vocal coach. Todd will be having another song out soon. Also, I spoke to him about making a song about the magic trick under the desk. I really hope that's a real thing. I really, really hope that's a real thing. First rules of drunk wars. There is no drunk wars. Second rule of drunk wars, there are no rules at drunk wars. Third rule at drunk wars, Marcus Thompson does not exist. Only the beer is real. Well, I'm not sure how I'm supposed to outdrink somebody that doesn't exist or drink. Not making sense. Fighter Frank, Marcus White. Well, everybody's out. Well, if everybody's out, we can shut it down. But if y'all want to keep chatting, I don't think there was a drawing. Oh, I just got sent a video about the vows between Alan and Allison. And it makes me happy cry. You know, it was such a beautiful wedding. So happy. Marcus is my Tyler Durden. That's amazing. Yeah, Marcus, Cobra's a tart. Cobra is a tart. Tart game strong. I could definitely drink more. I like drinking. I'm gonna put this back in the case, grab a new one. All good. Once we get Cobra back in here, we'll continue that conversation. But until then, what you guys got on the go here, man? It's only 10:15. I don't like shutting these lives down 2 hours in. Like, I like hanging out with you guys. Evan be like a pretzel. Oh, Marcus. Don't be thinking that. You're going to about have yourself a bad night. The Beer Man versus Marcus is like Stone Cold versus Vince McMahon. You're goddamn right. And Stone Cold won every one of those, except for the time that Vince paid him enough to let him win. Talk to Cobra about the comeback. I don't know if Cobra's doing a comeback. I mean, he pulled, and I think he realized how much fucking work it would be to make the comeback. Slancha. Hang on, guys, 1 second. You're gonna have to wait for a response if you want to hear this. Cobra, what's up?
The temperature, brother. The temperature. My training is up.
Not for arm wrestling.
No, on the pastry that's driving me friggin' nuts.
Do you plan on arm wrestling again, Cobra?
Yeah. We're all going to talk about it on my chat after yours.
Oh, you got a live coming up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? You're coming back? That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Really?
Istanbul, Turkey, November 19th.
Are you fucking kidding? And this is like a new live announcement right now.
No, it was made yesterday.
What are you pulling?
An arm wrestler.
Are you going to tell us on your chat?
Yeah.
Shall we go there right now so I can hear?
I'd go there in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 minutes.
I want to hear this.
All right.
Like, I will sign off right now.
Yeah.
That means we get, hey, any one of these guys that got these wrenches there know how to fucking link Cobra's channel and shit? Like, do you have it scheduled that we can put the link in?
You can go to my channel. I'll just go start lining it up right now.
Well, I mean, if you go ahead, just motherfucker, hop off this, go live, and we'll get the live. So I'll say goodbye to all the guests, the fans, everything else. We'll get the link put in the channel because
here we go.
if you're going live on your channel to talk about this shit, I'm going over to hear about it, and I'm ending
I'll
this
see you
shit
there,
right
sweet pea.
now. So I want to hear about this now. Evan, Shane, he's talked about it. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Is it true that Evan fell into Alan Ford's head table at the wedding from drinking the table wine? No, I drank all the table wine, but I did not fall. I did lose all of my clothes at different points through the night, though. So Cobra's gone. Devon, you're probably going to be Devon's forearm. You're probably going to be the guy that's going to do the Lincoln thing, but I don't know how to use that redirect live thing, guys. I'm fucking really bad at that. I really don't. Krasy said he's natural and wants mandatory testing. Well, that's the reason why Krasy isn't as good as he should be. That's how it goes. Yeah, Drew, I don't know how to do stuff. No, I did not lose my shoes. I did lose Chance's shoes. We lost them later. I lost my pants. I lost my shirt. I couldn't find a sweater. I lost a lot of clothes. I'm not bad at computers. I'm bad at technology. Fuck. I was good at video games when there was 2 fucking buttons on the controller. But I mean, I was really good back then. Fuck. I don't know who that guy is. Hyder Gildel. I really hope Cobra crushes that motherfucker. I really do. That's actually exciting to me. Cobra Rhodes was a bad motherfucker when he started arm wrestling. So if he can get back, can you show Cobra how to invite a guest? I think Cobra all does it off his phone, and he just goes live on YouTube versus running it through Zoom. I could show him how to do it, but not live while trying to do it. It's different. because you have to have like the upgraded Zoom platform where it costs you like fucking $500 a year. Cobra's live. Well, let's find that link. I can't unmute, but oh fuck. Nope, definitely fucked that up. Yeah, I fucked it up. I tried to learn how to share this. Can't do it. 20-year rematch in the making. Well, fuck, I want to go hear this talked about. But fuck, I'm not even on the wrong channel. What the fuck? All right, Devon's Forums got it. Perfect. Guys, I'm always fucking drunk, but I want to go watch this fucking channel. So I will see you guys over there. Go support Cobra's channel. Look, guys, you don't have to super chat in big dollars, but if you got a question you'd like Cobra to answer, seriously, guys, like a $1, $2 super chat for him makes a difference. So I will be over there super chatting my questions for him that I like. Head over there. All 57 guys in here, get over there and like the fucking channel as it's up. Go. All right. See you guys over there. I'll be in the chat. Later, guys.